Cornwall is such a valuable location. I really enjoyed studying here, and it's so easy to stay inspired, living so close to the ocean. It's just such a great environment and everyone's so like-minded, and it's just a beautiful setting.
So we've got the north coast and the south coast both within range of each other. So it's a good range of environments to look at and study.
So being based in Cornwall, we're surrounded by oceans. We have the beautiful north coast, we're up in Newquay here today. We also have the south coast around Falmouth, and the coastline is very different as you move around Cornwall. So we have access to all these different marine environments. We're very lucky to be based in Cornwall, and coming to Cornwall to do a marine science programme allows you access to these diversity of marine environments. So we're going to go out today on this vessel in the background, the Atlantic Diver, and we're going to do a series of different types of measurements. We're going to measure the clarity of the water using a Secchi disc, which is a simple device you lower into the water and measure the depth at which it disappears from sight, and that's proportional to the clarity of the water. We're also going to lower some instruments known as conductivity, temperature and depth instruments that measure the salinity, temperature and the depth of the water, and we're going to lower these through the water column to look at the physical characteristics of the upper ocean. We're also going to do some trawls with plankton nets to look at the amount of microplastics in the water.
Well, the trip today is part of one of the core modules of the marine science programme, but students today have also come from those that are studying geography, environmental science, marine biology and mathematical sciences. So quite a range of students are with us today.
We pride ourselves within the department for getting out into the field. Of course, a lot of oceanography is done using existing data sets from satellites, from ocean robotic platforms, but this is an opportunity for the students to come out, get on a boat or a ship and go out into the ocean and actually get a feel for what it's like doing in situ data collection in the ocean.
So out of these practical trips, it's really good to get hands-on with the types of kit that we've been learning about in our lecture sessions and the types of data that we've been manipulating back at uni.
The reason this trip is really good from an educational perspective is that it gives us a practical, hands-on experience about how the data's been collected and about how we can apply that to how we analyse it in the lecture theatres as well.
Probably my favourite thing of going out on trips like this is it reminds you of why you do what you do. So actually it's easy to get detached from the ocean's environment when you're sat at your computer looking at data.
My favourite thing about the trip was the trawling that we did with some nets out the back of the boat, and that was for about 2 minutes, and then after that we put what we collected under a microscope, and it was amazing what we could find from microplastics, from shrimp and seaweed and things like that, so that was really interesting.